It's the start of day 137. It is Wednesday, August 10th, 10:24 a.m. and I'm still in the hotel room. I really enjoyed the huge king bed. This morning I took a bath and just laid there in the warm, actually really hot water, and then took a shower, ate breakfast, watched some YouTube, and alright, well, I had to interrupt myself because the Spot X people were calling me back. I had been on hold with them for a long time, and so I just gave them a callback number to call me whenever I was next in line. I got my Spot device deactivated, and because it didn't work, it cracked, and they weren't able to prorate the amount to give me any sort of refund. So currently I am not happy with them. I'm not happy with the quality of that product. I'm talking about the Spot X. It's the personal locator beacon that has the tracking and the SOS button. It's the one I've been using this whole trail. Well, minus, probably the last 2 months maybe, because it just didn't work. So I've been trying to get that taken care of, and I finally got that all, summed up today, and so that feels good to have it all figured out. I am packed up and ready to go, so I'm gonna go meet Smooth and Prince, check out of my hotel, and hit the trail. It's a very late start, but I've enjoyed staying in this hotel room and just kind of relaxing and getting some stuff done. So I will see you on trail. I am on trail now. We walked across the street to that the Roundhouse Bar and Grill because last night when we ate dinner there, one of the owners said that he could give us a ride to the trailhead in the morning. So we took him up on that because at the Econo Lodge, they do offer to give you a ride to the trailhead, but they charge you $10. So we're like, well, if the owner of this bar is going to offer for free, we will do that. And in exchange, well, not really in exchange, because I was going to do it anyway. In fact, I already did it. But I just put a good word on Far Out to the other hikers, saying that their food there was delicious. And it really was. But especially their chicken wings. They were so good. And I haven't had chicken wings for a long time because of the chicken wing shortage. So anyway, so last night when I was still contemplating on whether or not I was going to come out and climb up this mountain to camp out here, I said the latest I could leave was 6 o'clock, because that means it would take me about an hour and a half to get up the mountain. So I'd basically get to camp and my tent set up before it got dark. And Smooth was like, there's no way you can make it in an hour and a half. I said, yeah, it's 3 miles. He's like, yeah, but it's uphill. It's gonna take you 2 hours. I'm like, no, I think hour and a half. So today I said, okay, it's 11:15. You said I can't make it in an hour and a half. I'm gonna try. He said, I didn't say that. I said, yes, you did. And he's like, oh, did I say that? I'm like, yeah, you said I couldn't make it an hour and a half. He's like, all right, well, I'll get out of your way so I don't slow you down. So I'm gonna book it and see if I can make it in an hour and a half. Whew. Wish me luck. I forgot to mention that yesterday morning I hit the 3/4 of the way mark. I did not see a sign. I just calculated it. I don't know if there was a sign or not, but I hit it like within the first mile of yesterday morning, so I just wasn't even thinking about it. But yeah, I'm 3/4 of the way to Mount Katahdin. So I have less than 1/4 of the way, which is still a long way, but I'm getting there. I made it to the summit. Whew. So it looks like that's probably the warming hut where people can stay up here. Let's see if it's open. Yes. Awesome. $12:17. 1 hour. 1 hour to get up to the summit. I knew I could do it. Awesome. It was tough, and I booked it. But I did it. So I'm gonna stay in, or I'm gonna leave my pack in here. I'm gonna go check out the ski lift and see if there's a view, and then I'll probably come back here and just rest for a little bit, get a snack, and then I gotta find somewhere to go to the bathroom. But first, I have to text Smooth and rub it in his face that I made it up here in less than an hour and a half. So cool. I changed my mind. I came out here and I'm sitting on one of these ski lift benches. It's under this this little thing, so I'm not getting rained on. Little filter. Hey. I came upon this water cache, which is nice because the next water source isn't until like 6 more miles, I guess. So I'm just gonna top off this water bottle. I still have some of my other one, but I don't want to fill up both of them because I want to save it for other people. So there's a saying out here that says the trail provides, and sometimes it means that whenever you really need something, someone on the trail or I don't know, somehow you get whatever you need, and then sometimes it means when you really want something, you also get that. So for the last 2 days I have been craving grapes, and I just got to the top of Styles Peak, and there's 2 guys up here, and they offered me some grapes, so that was really cool. I can't get over it, but so that's awesome. So I'm gonna sit up here, look at the view for a bit, and eat these grapes. I'm loving walking on these platforms. I stepped in the mud earlier. My foot sank a little bit, not all the way though. But the little platforms are nice. Wow. I think I might have just found one of my new favorite snacks. These Lucky Charms cereal bars. Taste like I'm eating a piece of cake. And I don't even like cake, but this is delicious. Wow. Also, I'm 2.2 miles from the shelter that I'm gonna stay at. I am making great time today. It's like 5:40, so I'll probably be at camp about 6:40, 6:50 maybe. I really thought I wouldn't be at camp until like 7:30. So as of right now, I'm making great time. Oh, now I got a big uphill though. That's not fun. It is a cool view.
Something, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That is a quarry. I forget which one.
Okay.
And that blaze I was talking about, do you see it? It should be behind you.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
I'm guessing it's white up here.
Yeah, I'm thinking it just goes up here.
Yeah, but the blazes.
All right, I think this is the trail. I just left Baker Peak. That was a tough climb. It was short, but the rocks were they were very jagged and they were like tilted on their sides. And so when I was climbing them, you know, my feet were just on the very like thin edges of them. So it hurt. But like I said, it wasn't very long. And then right when I got back in the woods, it was like a pine forest floor, so it was super soft. So it was weird. It went from hurting my feet really bad, ouch, to feeling really good, and then to me tripping on a rock. It is 6:38 and I've made it to Lost Pond Shelter. I already filtered my water because 0.2 miles back there was a stream that ran under the trail. There's like a big metal tunnel. So I got my water. Now I'm just going to find a tent spot and then get my stuff set up and cook dinner. Ooh, there's a lot of good tent spots right there. I'm going to head to the shelter a little bit closer, see who's here, and yeah, oh yeah, because there's some good tent spots over there too. Let's go here. So when I was in town, I did buy a new sleeping pad. Also, I called Nemo's customer service and they are sending me a new one for my old one that had the 2 holes. So they're just going to send it to my home address since I already bought a new one for out here. That way I didn't have to wait for it. This one is smaller. Well, it has a lower R value, which means that it won't keep me as warm. I'm hoping that it'll be fine. It is a little chilly though. And then I'm all hoping that it's not going to be super thin, but I guess we'll find out tonight. It is the end of day 137. I hiked 14.8 miles and I am staying at the Lost Pond Shelter. Today was actually pretty good. I got a late start. Started at 11:11, and then got to camp. I think it was like 6:30, 6:40. I don't remember. I think it was about 6:40. So I hiked pretty fast, especially the first 3 miles of the day. 3 miles in like 1 hour and 4 minutes. That was pretty good. Up a hill. And then I got some grapes today, which were delicious. Other than that, nothing really. There wasn't anything like super exciting. It was cool to see like the different terrain. So I went through some pine needle floors and some rocks, and just like the trees looked really cool. They had like the green moss on them in some sections, so that was kind of cool. A lot of mud. Vermont is definitely living up to its name still. It seems to be getting worse, but yeah, other than that, nothing really. So the plan for tomorrow is another just under 15-mile day. If I get to that shelter early, then I'll probably go 18 miles, but I'm not gonna stress about it. So alright, that's it for today. I will talk to you tomorrow. Good night.